What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and today I have a very special guest with me. He plays Clash sometimes. It's Daddy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, thank you. It's an absolute honour to be here. Thank you very much indeed for inviting me.
No, I just want to thank you first for taking the time out, and it's obviously a great privilege to have you on the channel.
Hey, thank you, my friend.
Okay, so, just to start off, do you want to give a brief overview of how you got involved in Clash and started the game and then YouTube itself?
Well, I'd like to say it was for my children. Well, I kind of is. I wanted a common language with my kids, and gaming is something that we kind of have in common. A bit of a child inside, I think. But no, I got one of those app a day downloads on August the 2nd, 2012, and it was hey, what's this game, Clash of Clans? And it's like really cool. I mean, it's fundamentally it's the same as it is right now, but the word it was Channel 8, right?
Yeah.
But it was like really cool, and I think like most people, we kind of pick it up once and you can't put it down again.
Yeah, exactly.
And, yeah, so and then my kids got involved, and we just had fun. We were in a clan together. So one of them now is doing his A-levels, and the other one is mate.
Yeah.
Called Clash on Instagram, so he's got 30,000 Instagram followers. Did you believe it?
Yeah, he's doing great. I follow him on Twitter too.
Oh, excellent! Yeah, no, he's an active part, and he's like you are. We're just trying to entertain, inform, just be part of the community, and that's the beautiful part of the game. Just this community that's developed around it, and on the forums, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, even.
Definitely, I couldn't agree more. There's such a social aspect around the game, and I think that's what keeps people involved with it as well.
Absolutely. How did you get into the game, Judo?
It was actually one of my friends, and I actually knew about Clash beforehand, but it was one of them games that I knew I'd get addicted to, and I didn't want to start playing it. But then a lot of my friends were playing it, and it was just I couldn't resist the temptation any longer, so I had to start playing it, and it just escalated from there.
Temptation, keep it away from me.
No. So you have a bit of a different direction in YouTube now than what you originally had.
Yeah, I've said that. Yeah, I've kind of said that I'm semi-retired, which is an excuse for not having to worry about the views anymore. I just, I hit the 250k, and I thought, right, I've done pretty much all the series that that everybody else is busy doing at the moment.
Yeah.
But I was feeling pressure to make videos, and now I don't, I just don't not watch the counter, and if the subs go down, the subs go up. I don't, I'm happy. I just want to make the occasional video, stay in touch with the community, and I'm not quitting in any way, shape, or form. I love the game, but it felt a little bit like YouTube was becoming a job.
Yeah, I think it's great that you continue to enjoy what you do, and I'm sure that even if it's just a video every once in a while, your fans will really appreciate that.
Well, it's a game, right? It's there to be enjoyed, so, if we're not enjoying it, doing something wrong.
Definitely. And I remember actually, coincidentally, the first time I started watching your channel was when you were doing the sneak peek videos for Town Hall 10. When I started playing the game 2.5 years ago, so it's crazy to think how far the game has come, and that it was way back then when we did get Town Hall 10.
Yeah, now we got Town Hall 11. It's been a long while.
That's it. I was going to ask you what your thoughts were.
Well, I put up that joke video about Town Hall 11, that Spanish guy, because it was, I want the stuff that Town Hall 11 gives you, but I don't want the loot penalty, because I'm not quite matched yet. I think I love the way visually, it's obviously using the lava stream from the Inferno Tower type graphic coming out. So something I've known Supercell for about 2 years now. Largely due to the forums, but also the YouTube channel. They brought me up there a few times, and we communicate a lot. So the thing is, I know that their priority list is like this. Number one is balance. They know they've got a magical game. In actual fact, Magic was the name of the game before it became called Clash of Clans, little known fact.
Oh, really? Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's why the font for Clash of Clans is Magic, Supercell Magic. It's a little throwback. Anyway, so balance is really important. So what they're not going to do is put this defense in there if it's going to be totally OP and ruining the game. But I was a little bit disappointed that they hadn't started the sneak peeks yet, because I got the impression from Jonas's presentation that we had 2 weeks of sneak peeks and then that was it. I misheard the 2 weeks, which caused a bit of confusion when I was quoted. But I don't know. I wanted to get over with it, and let's start farming and make plans to get to Town Hall 11. I don't know. How about you? What do you think?
Definitely, and I'm kind of in the same position. I'm not sure. I think I'll wait when it comes out and kind of play it by ear for a little while, because I used to farm with Barch, and then Town Hall 9s and 10s with the Expo and the Infernos. I now use more Balloonian, so I'm just not sure how the Town Hall level will work, like you say, with the loot penalty. So, but I do think it's cool that the game's expanding, and you're definitely right about the balance. That's one thing that Clash definitely has on its hand, is it's a very well balanced game.
Yeah, there's always going to be tweaks that they make, because we're humans, right? We find ways around and we find loopholes, and every troop that's been released has had needed to be nerfed but finessed rather than changed altogether.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting, because I've got 364 million resources left on the walls to go, and
wow.
I think about 1.8 million on the Dark Elixir, and then I'm done. So when I'm done, I'm going to Town Hall 11. But I'm going to try and do it, when I'm ready, rather than gem it. You won't be seeing any Gen 2 Max, oh my god, videos. That new hero is interesting, and it's regular Elixir, right?
That was a surprise for me when I first saw the live streaming. I saw that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how that plays out, because there's a lot of people out there who are maxed at the moment and don't need, they've got Dark Elixir full at the moment. So it'd be interesting to see if there's anything else to use the Dark Elixir on.
Yeah, definitely.
Or if there's some more hero levels.
Possibly, yeah. That's something that I've obviously been reading a lot about the update, but that's something that I've never really thought about, was upgraded hero levels. That's definitely an interesting point if defenses end up going up, because I know there is a lot more to come with the sneak peeks.
There are. They're kind of teasing us with that, though, aren't they? Because there's lots more to come, and by the way, that'll be in a week's time. It's been almost a week, We want you to show us the money. But oh well, I suppose.
No, I think everyone's excited, but just moving on. Obviously, for those of us that weren't able to attend ClashCon, it looked great on the live stream, but what was it like being there?
Well, it actually felt smaller than it looked on the live stream. So I don't know if you've seen the making of it video. It's a cordoned off area inside of a big room, and it was really cool. It's very classy the way that they did it. It's like they put a lot of time and effort into it.
Yeah.
So there was two areas where there was like a raised platform. One platform was Japanese, Korean, and Chinese translation. Basically the equivalent of Pat and Galadon. So you can imagine that's quite busy. And then on the other raised platform, there were like these workshops that we did. And then downstairs of one of the raised platforms was the shop, and then downstairs of the others was another like workshop area. Then you had the cafe in the middle, and they were giving away free food. I think everyone's a little disappointed when they say free food and drink. They meant soft drinks. But I suppose it could have ended up like an all-night rave otherwise.
I suppose they did advertise it as over 18.
Yeah, well, it was over 18. Why couldn't they have given us a couple of beers? Hey, look, the food was free and the food was good. I think it was noodles, and then they made sort of like pulled pork kind of thing, a vegetarian option. And then there was the stage area. I really enjoyed that panel because, building clans, you've been in the Rising, right?
Yeah.
We have something very special in our family, and it's something that I have a big passion for, is respecting each other and trying to get the best out of your clanmates. So I was delighted to be on that panel. I'm glad I wasn't on the how to win every clan war thing, because I'm not a good liar.
I think you did a great job up there, especially giving us a good shout out there as well.
Yeah, high five, Rising guys. So it was good. It was a real honour to be there, and I hope I go back.
Oh, that's great. And one thing that I certainly, apart from watching the live stream, was just the kind of the definite social aspect. You know, seeing everything on Twitter, everyone meeting each other, and you know, seeing how great it was to meet everyone, and that just looked like a great aspect of it as well. That I think got missed on the live stream bit.
Well, yeah, and that's it. It's meeting fellow Clashers. And I was a little bit worried because I've had a few like fan meetups before, and it's always the kids that are cool because they're kind of respectful and usually have their parents with them, and you get the occasional grown up that is a little bit odd. I can't put my finger on it. I think just a little bit too intense. And I was a little bit worried with 1,000 grown-ups that would be the case, but it wasn't. Everyone was chilled and cool. I was expecting to be chased around. I mean, I was recognised a lot, but you know, everyone was really respectful and you know, just respect on both ways, respectful of them. So I didn't get badgered too much, which was quite nice.
I'm glad it went off a hit anyway.
It was great. You should come to the next one.
Oh, I had planned to go to this one, but then there was stuff going on the way, and then I went to America instead. Nice. But we'll kind of not go into that.
Would you like Clash on in the UK if it could be possible?
Would I what? Sorry.
If ClashCon came to the UK, would that be?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I know they were asking where we should have the next ClashCon, and I think if it was in the UK, I think it would be a definite for us.
Yeah, I think they could probably fill a 10,000 seater stadium. I think if it was in London.
Easy. Get Wembley on the go.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. It'd be brilliant. Cool.
I know I'm not taking up too much of your time. I know we said we'd keep this quite short and sweet. So, do you have any advice for kind of those smaller channels and beginning YouTubers like myself?
Yeah, sure. So, first of all, just ignore the fact that people make money out of YouTube because it's an irrelevance. The only time you care about that is once you've just realised, oh, actually, there's some money coming in. Make videos because you love the game and you love the whole process of making videos. And if you do that, it will show through. Don't judge success by the numbers you get because it's, you know, if you have 5 people a week that, you know, really you've made the day by, you know, giving them some content that's been entertaining or informative, that really matters more than 5,000 who, you know, they just, you know, don't really care. You've got to kind of build your community. So, you know, if you're starting off with YouTube, there's a lot of competition in Clash. So you want to get people talking about you, and there's no shortcuts to that. You have to reply, be involved on Twitter. You know, just let people know that you're a human being and that they can relate to you. Yeah. And professionalism is important as well. You know, your content needs to be of a good standard these days because the bar is set so high. Mm. You know, because there's so many people making videos. But yeah, just make it because you love it. And if you judge success by how happy you are doing it, then you know you're not going to lose that way.
No, I think that's great advice actually, especially that last point on judging on how happy you are doing them. Because I started doing the videos to help my clan mates, and then it kind of went from there. And I do really enjoy doing them, but I think you do get drawn into the amount of views and the amount of comments you have. And you know, if you put so much time into making a video and you don't get too many comments or people talking to you about it, then you know it can be a bit of a downer. But I think that's definitely advice for me as well. Anyways, to try and not focus too much on that.
Yeah, don't let it get you down. You know, it's better to have 100 people watch who actually enjoy it than 1,000 people who just watch because you're some well-known person and, you know, they don't really care. And honestly, you just keep doing what you're doing, enjoy it, and then it'll show through. There's a lot of people that put content out there that they're just trying to emulate somebody else who's got 10,000 views. And it's not going to work. Just be yourself.
No, that's great advice. I'm sure that'll help a lot of people as well. Just before we wrap up as well, obviously we've already mentioned that we're both part of the Rising family in Clash and how great of a community we've created within that. Do you just want to maybe give a quick shout out to them before we wrap up?
Yeah, sure. So, as you guys know, we started off as an offshoot of Bombay Canada, the Sky family, and then from Sky came Rising. So Rising is a family that's been around for the last 3 years. It can trace its roots back to 3 years. And it's kind of, there's Chaos Rising, there's Mayhem Rising, and there's Lunar Rising. And then we have kind of events, Midnight Rising, and et cetera, et cetera. But it's just a nice, warm, friendly clan family where everyone gets respected. I have a mini in each clan, just really because just sort of to annoy people, really, with my channel serving in chaos. So if you want to come and hang out with us, Chaos Rising will take channels 8 and up. Really, it's activity is most important. Mayhem Rising is more sort of max channel 9s and up, and Lunar Rising sort of strong channel 9s, channel 10s. But it's we don't really mind so much about the bases. It's activity and attitude is important.
That's it, and I think you've very well said, and I think from my point of view, the thing that I think is great at Rising is just obviously the social aspect and things, but also there's no pressure to do very well. As much as we do war, everyone's there to help and support you, help you improve, but most importantly, just have a good time with the game and enjoy it.
Absolutely, and they are level 6 and 7 clans. Well, so you do get all the perks that you get with a high level clan, just none of the pressure.
Yeah. Well, I'll stick some info on the screen now in case anyone is interested and wants to come and hang out for a bit, or maybe stay on a bit more of a permanent basis.
Yeah, come and join us.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you for your time anyway. It's been absolutely great talking to you, and I'm sure everyone will enjoy listening as well.
It's been amazing talking to you too, Judah. You guys take care.
Oh, bye. Thank you. All the best in the future.
Cheers. Bye for now.
Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.